I had a question. Is it possible that the people saying this have some kind of a cognitive challenge? And if so, should we set up a GoFundMe page to pay for the medical treatment?
No.
Anand, was that the only question you have?
No, I had another question, but it's slightly different. But I think this topic is maybe done. The question would be, what is white? I have no idea what it means.
Well, actually, here's the funny part. I thought about writing something about this pretty soon. So as much as people talk about leftists are in a cult, cults sometimes have their own language and they have their own definitions for things. And what I don't think people understand is when leftists talk about white or white supremacy, or actually, I should say white supremacy and whiteness, for regular people, people who are rational and people who are just living their lives, we understand race in the context of skin color, or at least something revolving around that. But I think for leftists, what they're actually talking about is original sin, to kind of use like a sort of translation. So everything bad that happens in society is because of white supremacy. And it's much like saying that everything that bad that happens is sinful, and original sin is the root of it. And so they're speaking of white and whiteness. For the people who are the actual followers and the believers of this, they're speaking it from a sinful standpoint. Like when they talk about black, that's why they can say that me, who is visually black, can be a white supremacist because I uphold the sin of society, whatever they think is sinful. And I don't think people fully understand that they're speaking a different language. So when you ask the question, what is white? It depends who you ask. Regular people might just say, oh, well, your skin tone is a certain shade, you're probably white. Or maybe you have a certain ancestry, you're probably white. And it's a very like superficial kind of grouping. But for them, they mean white in a different sense. So that's why the believers can shit all over white people, right? Because they're the sinful people. And so they want no association with being white. And matter of fact, most white people don't associate with being white in general. So it's really easy to shit on something that you don't necessarily associate with on a daily basis.
And it's called being white adjacent. Well, and Tommy, what's his name? Tommy Curry covers this a little bit. He kind of goes after radical black feminists who basically make the claim that racialized black men are the hand of white supremacy.
Right.
And that to me is mind-boggling that someone would try to make that argument, but he lays out a pretty clear, pretty good argument for the matter.